Good morning, No Finish Line Nation, and Connect, and Instagram, and all of the different platforms out there. I'm hoping that your Tuesday morning is great today, and Tuesday will be an amazing one for you. So, today being the 13th, let me just make sure here. Yep, 13th of June. We always talk about, or I always bring up the fact that we want to make it the best day that it is that you've ever had before and you ever will have. So today is June 13th, 2017. So may it be the best one that you've ever had or ever will have, right? So go out there, make things happen, achieve dreams, do things that you really wouldn't have done on the 12th or don't ever know if you're ever going to get to do on the 14th, right? So last night when I was sitting there watching the TV and I was watching the Red Sox game and great comeback that they made, I flipped over to the Cavs Golden State Warriors game and saw the Warriors win. And I saw a couple players that were up there. If you're a basketball fan, you'll know what I'm talking about here. If you're not, just kind of maybe figure out what kind of sense I'm talking about here. But I saw people like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant up there. And when they were talking and they were having conversations and it was this euphoric feeling of championship feeling, I was sitting there thinking to myself, listen to them have their conversations about how they're humble, but they're also very confident and they knew that they could achieve greatness. Now, the pinnacle is the NBA championship, right? That's the top pinnacle tier of the things you want to win. So this last year, we've had like the Penguins win in hockey, and then we've had the Patriots win in Super Bowl, my team. So all of those players, some of the top players on all those teams, Sidney Crosby and Tom Brady and those guys, all have this attitude of they can achieve greatness. They have a personal view that they can do whatever they set their mind to. And you could see it. You could see it in their mannerisms, but you can also see it in the way, in the fact that they believe that they can get this done through hard work and determination. Although they have God-given ability to be able to be sports people, but when you think about it, at the end of the day, when they go and you should see the amount of work that Tom Brady puts in. He's in there the earliest out of anybody, and he's out of there the latest out of anybody. And he trains and he works out, and he's almost 40, and he's won all those rings, and he still works out one of the hardest on the entire team. He dedicates himself to practice and making sure that he's there to set the example for the younger generation that's coming in, then also to make sure that he's honing his skill in his craft. Think about that, right? A guy that's in near 40 that has achieved the pinnacle of what his job and his expectation of what his whole life work is all about of achieving, and he still works as hard as he does every single day. Now, when I saw Durant and Curry and all those guys talking last night, congratulations to the Warriors. And sorry, Cavs fans. And I saw the fact that all of them, including if LeBron was up there with Cleveland, these guys expect greatness out of themselves. And they expect themselves to achieve amazing things. And then I got to thinking to myself, do we do the same thing with our own journeys, whatever we're accomplishing? And now, it's funny because you could say it's apples and oranges, and you could say that these guys are NBA players, or these guys are professional football players, or the soccer players, or whatever else at the pinnacle of their careers, the pinnacle of what they're trying to be able to accomplish. And you can ask the question, did you expect to achieve greatness at where you're at? And I can pretty much guarantee most of them will say, I didn't expect it, but yes, I did, right? Like they try to bring in that humility and that humbleness, which is great. You need to have that in life because then you become arrogant or pompous, right? But all of them expected themselves to achieve great things, all of them. Here's the question. Do you expect yourself to achieve great things? Do you say to yourself, today is the day that I'm going to do amazing things and I'm going to achieve it like no other day? Do you expect yourself in your body of work to achieve amazing things at the end? Much like one of the coffee talks I talked about before, where I talked to my son about you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. And then I said, do we believe that we can achieve the things that we set our mind to? Same exact concept. But instead of achieving the things that we want to, how about, do you believe that you have greatness inside of you? Do you believe that you have the ability to be able to achieve all the things you want through the greatness that you have trapped inside of you today? Or the other question is, do you believe you have greatness trapped inside of you? I can almost say 9 times out of 10. I posted this on the Coffee Talk in the written portion and on Connect. It's interesting because I wrote it, I typed some of the stuff in. And some of the things that I put in parentheses was, if you tell somebody or you ask somebody, do you believe you can achieve greatness? Immediately we go to defense mechanisms a lot of times. Like, well, I'm doing my best, right? I'm doing the best that I can. Or I don't expect perfection of myself. Immediate excuse, right? I don't expect perfection, but progress is the best thing, which is a great concept to have when you're trying to be able to achieve small goals and you're trying to be able to get to where you want to, and you don't achieve it on that day. Absolutely is critical towards our success, right? But when you're talking about the great big picture of things, the big huge scheme thing, the grand scope of everything, and you ask, do you feel you can achieve great things? And somebody says to you, I don't look for perfection, I only look for progress, right? That's setting yourself up for not feeling the agony of failure, right? That's all it is. It's a defense mechanism we as humans do. We think to ourselves, if I can set my expectations low and then I achieve higher than those low expectations, then I'm in a good spot. It's something that humans do. It's something that I do all the time, right? Some of the other things that I put in there, let's see if I can find it. Okay. I can only do what my body or my mind lets me do, right? So we limit ourselves based on the fact that we are limited by what our bodies tell us and what our minds tell us. Now, I understand totally, completely, and please don't think that I'm saying to you that if your body tells you you can't do something, or the doctor tells you can't do something, or you're limited by abilities or anything like that, then I'm saying that you can just go out and be a world champion basketball player no matter what people tell you to do. No, what I'm saying to you is whatever it is that you want to accomplish within the realm of where you want to be, right? So if your body tells you you can only be so much, but you can be great within that amount of things that you can do, and you can set your mind to it, and you can believe in your heart of hearts and your mind of minds that you can accomplish those things, I feel like you'll set yourself up for success no matter what, if you believe in it. If you tell yourself and you convince yourself that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to, I feel that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Okay. I think one of the last things that I put on, or I just said anything else that people will come up with. So think about that. Ask yourself this: can I achieve greatness? Do I have the ability to be able to achieve great, amazing things? Right? And see what the first thought that comes out of your mind is. Because I know what was in mine. One of those that was listed in there was, my makeup isn't made that way. And I immediately started to think the negative thoughts versus thinking I can achieve really great things. And then I think to myself, I need to be humble and have humility, because I don't want to become arrogant. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself and what you can accomplish. Because I think if you can really focus in on yourself and focus in on the things that you want to be able to accomplish, and you can really start to invest in yourself, put the coins in, man. Think to yourself, I can do this. I got this. I can be great. And even if you have setbacks, you still know that you can be great. Setbacks are part of the game. Setbacks are. You think LeBron James doesn't think that next year that he can't win a championship because he lost this one? No. Setbacks are part of the game. It's part of learning. It's part of growth. You can't look at it as being devastating. You got to look at it as a growth opportunity and something to be able to better yourself, to be the best that you can be tomorrow. Okay? It's pretty deep stuff, but it really got me reflecting on sports. I know there's a lot of sports references, and I don't know if there's a lot of sports fans out there on this blog or even on Connect or NFLN. But if there is, I'm hoping that it related. And if there isn't, I'm hoping that you were able to relate to what I was talking about today, because I believe that we can really achieve great things if we just set our mind to it and we think that way. We're going to at least start to move that direction. And if you can start to move that direction, you can uncover so many things that you want to accomplish in life. Okay? Have a great day today. Make this the best Tuesday ever of June 13th, 2017. We'll talk later. Thanks.